Hello, yogis. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Leave feedback. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoy the class. My name is Debbie Lash, and I'm your yoga teacher for today. Today's practice, 60 minutes long, with a focus on releasing tension and stress in the shoulders and neck. I'm going to weave in a nice amount of balancing poses too, just to help us feel more grounded and connected to the earth. So with this in mind, come, let's get started. I'm sitting in Virasana, and I'm actually sitting on a block. So if you've got a block handy, you can put a pillow here or a blanket, but bring the knees together to touch. Sit up nice and tall, roll the shoulders down and away from the ears, and just gently bow the chin to the chest. Take a moment to arrive and land on your mat, using this opportunity to check in. Check in to see how you feel physically. How does your physical body feel sitting in this pose? A lot of people feel a lot of tension in the tops of their feet, maybe knees and shins. So just notice how this feels. If it's not comfortable, you can sit in Sukhasana, easy seat. How does your energy level feel? It's Monday morning here for me. So just notice whether this is going to be a practice of stepping it up, or maybe you're going to just reserve your energy a little bit. If you're feeling tired, listen to your body. Take child's pose when you need it. Skip vinyasas. And thirdly, how do you feel emotionally? You feeling happy, sad, emotional, stressed? So just start to breathe into these observations, inhaling through the nose. Pause at the top, hold the breath in, and open the mouth, exhale. Just start to notice the shoulders drawing down on the exhale. One more cycle of breath, just like this. Inhale through the nose. This time, open the mouth and attach a sigh to the exhale. Ha. Bring the hands together at heart center, bowing chin to chest. And if you'd like to bring an intention or dedication to this practice, if you don't know what to ask for, I always begin with asking that my body is open and my mind is clear. And you can add anything to that. Inhale, gently open the eyes. Lift the gaze. All right, yogis, if you need to already stand up on your knees and shake out the feet, you can. Otherwise, we'll start right here. We're going to start by stretching our neck. So just bring your right hand on the head, tiptoe your hands over to the left, and then inhale, sit up nice and tall, and then exhale, just bend your ear down to your right shoulder, and then pause. I like to gently pull the chin in towards the chest. It's not pinning, but there's just a slight pulling of the chin to chest. And then just reach your left arm out. Good. Inhale here. And then hug your ribs and exhale. Notice if you started to lean forward, just sit back on the heels. Good. 3 more cycles of breath. Notice any tension in the neck. And some of you might want to start to reach their arm back any amount. And inhale, lift up. And exhale, release. Left hand up, walk, tiptoe it over to the right ear. Inhale, up and over, and then a slight chin to chest. That's it. 5 cycles of breath wherever you are. And just connect the pose from the floor up. So spread your toes, pressing all 10 toenails into the mat. And just observe how it feels, just bending the neck right side to left. 2 more cycles of breath. Some of you are shifting the arm back any amount. and release. And maybe just a few half neck rolls. I personally don't like to roll my head all the way back, but please feel free if you love to do that full neck roll, then just roll it back. But just be really mindful. That's it. Pause here. Come back through center. Inhale, open both arms wide. Exhale, cross the right arm over the left. So this is eagle arms. Now if this bind is challenging for you, shoulder, hand to opposite shoulder, and then just squeeze it in. Press the top arm down, lift the bottom arm up. Otherwise, Garudasana. And you can stay right here because this already feels like a lot. Otherwise, maybe a forward fold and bow is going to feel good. So inhale, float the elbows up. Exhale, round and round. That's it. 5 cycles of breath here. That's it. Keep activating down by pressing the tops of the feet and the shins down into the earth as you lift your back ribs up. And the more you push your forearms together, you're going to feel the shoulder blades spread, and just breathe into your shoulder blades, the spine, your whole back body. Inhale, press down through the feet as you inhale, rise. And exhale, release. Other side. Left arm over right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands away from the face. Some of you are staying upright. Some of you are inhaling here. Exhaling, forward fold and bow. 5 cycles of breath. And there's this nice little lifting in the core. So this is called Uli Anda Bandha. It's an energy lock in your core. So you draw the belly to the spine. And then chin to chest, there's an energy lock here. It's called Jaram Bandha. And when we start harnessing and bringing these points together at the same time, so chin, chest, belly, spine, we harness the energy into the body. Inhaling, lifting all the way up. Exhale, release. Good, float the right arm up, breathe in. Rotate the palm back like you're looking for a high five, and then bend the elbow. And then bring your left hand onto your right elbow and walk the forearm so it connects through the back of the head. And again, chin, chest, Jaram Bandha. Exhale here. Good, and then just draw the belly into the spine. We're going to stand up on our knees here. Inhale, lift up. And we're going to lean over to the left. Inhale here. Exhale, lean over to the left. Good, now hug the ribs in. Working the feet. That's it. And just stretching our side body. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Sit back down onto the heels. Inhale, lift arm up. Exhale, bend the elbow. And again, snuggle the forearm so it meets the back of the head. And it's like you're patting yourself on the back for showing up. Good, you can stay here. Otherwise, we're going to stretch the side body by inhaling, standing up on the knees. Exhaling, leaning over. Good, hug the ribs in. And there again, you've got that slight chin, chest, belly, spine, Jaram Bandha, Ulianda Bandha. And inhaling, lifting all the way up. Exhale, release. Nice work. Let's come up onto the hands and knees, cat-cow. If you want to grab some music, I should have said this right at the beginning. I have a playlist on my Instagram account, so you can grab music and have that playing through the class. If that kind of speaks to you, you can just pause this and go and do that. Okay, so we're going to stretch out the wrists and just start by spinning the fingers back towards the knees. I like to do this. And stay with the fingers facing the knees and drop the head. Lift the back ribs up. Good. Feel this lovely imprint of cat pose. We use it in so many poses. Good. And now we're going to kick in, link to Betalasana, cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, heart lifts. Exhale, round. If this is too painful in your wrist, you can spin the fingers back facing the front of the mat. That's it. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, round and round. One more here. Exhale, round. And spin the fingers facing forward. And we're going to stretch through the tops of the hands. So we're going to stand on the top of the hands, fingers facing to the middle. And we're going to do both at the same time. If it's too much, just do one at a time. Lift the back ribs up. Good. Look down at your hands. Spread your fingers, especially your thumb and your little finger wide, and press down through all the knuckles. And then just open and close. And just notice how this feels. Some people find this very painful. So stretching the forearms, the ligaments, the wrists. That's it. And when you're ready, just shake it out. Good. Come back to cat-cow. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, round. Two more. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, round. Last one here. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, tuck the toes around and just lift up for 5, 4. Remember, you can drop your knees to the floor at any point. This is a really nice core stabilizer. 2, press through the forefinger thumb. And 1, just lifting up and back into downward facing dog. A really gentle pedaling through the feet, just ironing the creases, maybe out of your week or weekend, even maybe the day. You might be practicing at the end of the day. Good. We're going to warm the shoulders up. Inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale. Some of you are going to drop the knees here, lower halfway down. Inhale, press up. Exhale, downward facing dog. So you've got the options, knees up or down. Just choose wisely for your body. Inhale, forward. So this is without the knees down. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, press up. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 more. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Good. Use the breath. Inhale, press. Exhale, down dog. Last one. Inhale. We're going to lower all the way to the belly. Some of you are going to drop the knees. Lower all the way down. Baby cobra. Just pull the hands back a bit. Squeeze the elbows in. Point the toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Come up onto the elbows for Sphinx pose. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Walk the feet together. Point the toes, and then hopefully your knees and your thighs will just gently lift up. Inhale, you're pulling your chest through the gateway of the shoulders. Option 1 is to stay right here. Option 2, you're going to lift up. Just breathing into a big, beautiful heart. And at any point you can lower down. That's it. And when you're ready, exhale, lower down. Good. Bend your right knee. Cross your left hand over towards the right. Inhale, windmill the right arm back, catch the foot. And then exhale, press the heel to the buttock. And then just keep looking forward. Find Sphinx pose in the chest. Some of you might be able to spin the fingers forward. So this is a lot of mobility in the shoulders to do this. So don't worry if you can't, but just notice if you can. Keep pressing both hips and the pubic bone down. And exhale, release. Other side, so this time crossing the right hand over to the left. It's just on a diagonal, bend the left knee. Windmill the left arm back. Inhale here. And then exhale, maybe spin the fingers forward. Notice if the body's collapsing. Press down through the forearm, the elbow, lift the chest. Point your right knee, right toe, lift the knee. And you'll notice here the breath even gets a little bit choppy. 1 more cycle of breath. Inhale. And exhale. Release. Hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to lift up through cat pose. Inhale. Child's pose. Exhale. Inhale, cat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the feet together like you've got one leg. Inhale, high tippy toes. Exhale, drop the heels. Good, 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop the heels. Last one, inhale, lift. And then just tippy toe, feet all the way up to the hands. Maybe you got hands on blocks here. Step the feet together. Inhale, half lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. 2 more just like this. You can bring the hands on the shins, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift. And we're going to hold the forward fold and bow. Bring the hands on the sacrum. You can grab a strap here if you need to, if the shoulders are tight. Drop the head, look all the way up to the thighs, and then arms up and over. 5 cycles of breath. So we're working the shoulders, but now we've got this lovely hamstring stretch. Roll the inner thighs back. Notice, have a look at your feet. Spread your toes. Notice if you're sitting in the heels. Shift your weight forward. And just gently release the neck. A little nod, yes. A little turn, no. And when you're ready, release the hands to the floor. And you're just going to gently roll yourself up vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing the head up last. Roll the shoulders down. That's it. Let's just bring some nice shoulder rolls in. Bit of backstroke. Don't know about you, but I've got a little bit of clicking and clunking. And then reverse it. Start off small. Nice little shoulder rolls. And then just make it bigger. So now it starts to feel like butterfly. How's the breath? Inhale. Exhale. Both arms up. Breathe in. Exhale. Hands to heart. Surya Namaskara A. Inhale. Take the arms straight up. Exhale. Pull the hands through the middle of the body as you forward fold and bow. Half lift. Breathe in. Exhale. Step back into plank. Shift the weight forward. Lower halfway down. You could go into low cobra if you're ready for up dog. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Have a look at your hands, spread your fingers, have a look at your feet. Make sure they're hips distance. And how does the breath feel in your body today? Is it moving fluidly? Does it feel a little sticky? And then you've got the bandhas. Play with the chin, chest, belly, spine. And the third bandha we're playing with today is called Muli Bandha. So this is in the root lock. So it's the muscle in between the perineum, and it's the muscle we squeeze when we don't want to go to the bathroom. So this is Muli Bandha. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees 2 steps to the top. Half lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Press down, sweeping the arms forward and up. Maybe a cactus arm back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, 2 more rounds on your own. Take the prayer up. Exhale the breath out of the body. Inhale, lift up halfway. Step back into plank. Shift the weight forward. Lower halfway down. Roll over the toes. Lift the knees and the thighs up and away from the floor. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 cycles of breath. Count the breath so you stay in the meditation of the pose. Maybe a big sigh out is going to feel good. And again, have a look at your heels. Make sure you can't see the heels. A lot of the time our heels are drifting in. I want you to hide the heels behind your big toes. And this helps you stay with internal rotation of the thighs. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, maybe you're ready to float up. Inhale, half lift. If you're stepping up, that's good. Forward fold. Sweeping the arms forward. Inhale, lift. Cactus arms back. Both arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Last round, meet me in down dog. If you want to skip this vinyasa, just step straight into down dog. You could even take child's pose here. Stay for a breath in up dog, lift knees and thighs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, float the right leg straight back. Exhale, knee to nose, round glide forward. See if you can touch the knee to the nose. Just play with it. Doesn't matter if it doesn't. Inhale. Knee to nose round. Exhale. Look forward. Step your right foot between the hands and drop your back heel down, coming in extended side angle pose. I'm going to use a block. Squeeze the knee into the elbow. Inhale, peel your top arm up. Exhale, release. Good. Some of you are going to stay with this T shape in the arm. So the shoulders are stacked, head is lifted, belly drawing in. Good. Some of you are going to take the arm up and over the ear. Keep hugging and pressing your left hip in. Sorry, your right hip in. Good. Maybe lift up. Maybe some of you might want to look to the fingertips. That's it. Chin, chest, belly, spine. Squeezing Muli Bandha. And one more cycle of breath. Inhale, top arm up. Exhale, top hand to the floor. Lift the back heel. We're going to take a twist. You can keep the block and use the block if that feels good, or just hand to the floor. Inhale, lifting the right arm up. Hug the hips in. Exhale, sink into the front thigh. Inhale, rotate the palm back. Exhale, take a half bind and roll that right shoulder. Sharpen the back leg. Remember, there's no bending in that back knee. Lift and then press the heel back. You feel this nice stretch in the outer right hip. Good. One more cycle of breath. Inhale, top arm up. Exhale, hand to the floor. Inhale, float the right leg straight back. Bend the knee, open up the hip, circle the ankle. Both way. A lot of clicking going on in my ankle. How does your ankle feel? Good. Inhale, square the hips, straighten the leg. Place your right foot down. Other side, left side, yogis. Inhale. Point the toe, knee to nose round, glide forward. 2 more. Movement to breath. Look forward, step it through. Good. I'm just going to spin around so you don't have my back to you. Again, grab a block if you need it. That knee hugs to the into your elbow, top arm up. Have a look to your back foot, pick the heel up, press it back, and then lift up, look up. Some of you are going to stay with the T shape in the shoulder, because if your shoulders are tight, this can feel a lot to take the arm up and over. It actually intensifies the pose. So just notice how it feels in your body, and it's okay, perfectly okay, to keep that top arm up. Do what feels the best. That's it. I'm always trying to create effortless ease in the practice and really taking the struggle out. Keep pressing the head back, chin, chest, belly, spine, squeezing Muli Bandha. And the more we play with the bandhas, we're going to feel our practice transform. Inhale, top arm up. Exhale, top hand down. Lift the back heel. Block or no block. I'm going to keep my hand on the block here. Inhale, peel the left arm up. Exhale, rotate the palm. Reach for the opposite hip and stay right here. Squeeze your buttocks together. You notice when you squeeze the buttocks together that your hips hug into the midline. One more cycle of breath. Inhale, top arm up. Exhale, hand to the floor. Float the left leg straight back. 3-legged dog. Put a bend into the knee. Open the hip. Circle the ankle. Both ways. And inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, both feet on the floor. Walking the hands back towards the feet. Coming into Malasana, yogi squat. So lie, dropping the heels down, the buttock down to the heels. Lift your chest up. That's it. And you're pressing your knees into your the back of the elbows to lift your chest. Some of you are going to want to do a little deeper work with the shoulders. So we're going to stretch the right arm out, maybe rotate that palm back, left arm up, and there's your half bind. Some of you might already be playing with your full bind. So this is for all levels, this class. So I'm going to just always add in lots of different options, modifications, so you can just choose what fits your practice. That's it. One more cycle of breath here. Inhale, release the bind or half bind. Come back through center and then the other side. Left arm out, right arm up. Rotate the palm. This opens in the back of the shoulders. I'm taking a full bind. Perfect. Inhale and then roll that right shoulder, lift up. Notice if you're sitting heavily into the left foot, try and find even standing. Samastahi, even standing in the feet. So that'll mean shifting into that right foot a little bit. Good. And again, lift the belly to the spine. And inhale, top arm up. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to stand all the way up, breathe in. Exhale, walk the feet together. Good, bringing in some balancing poses. Tree pose. Standing on your left foot, we're going to draw the right knee to the chest. And bring both hands around the shin and lift up. Imagine you're leaning into a wall. Actually, some of you will feel better if you have the wall to support you, so feel free to find a wall or a door. That's it. And then we take the knee wide. Hand to the ankle. Inhale, lift. Exhale here. Hug your left hip in. Rebend the knee. Good. And now we're working into the shoulders. Inhale, take the press straight up. Exhale, open wide. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open wide. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, you're going to slide. Right knee over the left. Inhale, take both arms out. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, cross left arm over right. Inhale here. Float the elbows. Exhale, sink. Some of you are going to place that toe on the floor. Some of you are going to keep full bind, half bind. Hug the hips in. Some of you are going to forward fold and bow. Lift the back ribs up. That's it. Feels like low cobra in the shoulders. Keep bending the knees. One more cycle of breath. Inhaling, lifting all the way up. Exhale, release. Good. This time, change sides. Standing on the right leg. Inhale, draw the left knee up. Lift and squeeze. Roll the shoulders down, lift up through the crown of the head. Inhale here. Exhale, open the knee wide. Grab the ankle, inhale, lift. Exhale, press the outer hip in. Rebend the knee. So you're plugging the big toe in as you bend the knee. Hands at prayer. That's it, I'm a little wobbly. Inhale, lift and shoot the prayer straight up. Open the arms wide. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale. Drawing hands at heart center. Garudasana. Eagle pose. Slide the left leg over the right. Some of you are using the kickstand. Half bind, full bind. Arms out in front. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the hips. Inhale, right arm over left. Exhale here. Inhale, float the elbows up. Option to stay here. Option to forward fold and bow. Some of you are going to rest the elbows on the knee. Lift the back ribs up. Shift the weight slightly towards the heel. And then lift your chest through the gateway of your shoulders. That feeling of baby cobra in the chest. Belly to spine. Inhale, lifting yourself all the way up. Exhale, release. Both arms up, breathe in. Forward fold and bow. Exhale. Step into downward facing dog. Inhale. Float the right leg straight back. Exhale. Knee to nose round. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Knee to nose round. Inhale, lift. Knee to nose round. Step it through. Good. Drop the back knee down. We're going to come into a twist from here. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hinge forward. Lift back ribs. Exhale, twist. Good. Some of you are staying here with the back knee down. Some of you, I'm sure you're already there, lifting the back knee up. That's it. Hug that right hip in. Some of you are going to keep the hands in prayer and just pull the chest through. Some of you are going to split the arms. Some of you might take a half bind. Some of you might even full bind here. That's at all levels, class. 2 more cycles of breath. Notice how hard it is to breathe. You are twisting your diaphragm and squeezing all your internal organs. 1 more cycle of breath. And inhale, top arm up. Exhale, both hands either side of the front foot. Good. Vinyasa, high lunge. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, lift. Exhale here. 3 more. Last one. Both hands to the floor. Step the back foot in a third. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold and bow. Stay right here. Bring the hands on the sacrum. Arms up and over. Hug that right hip in. Lifting the shoulder heads up and away from the floor. Press through the back heel. Inhale. Both arms up. Exhale. Hands to prayer. Step the back foot up. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, forward fold and bow. Inhale, half lift. Step into plank pose. Vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Float the left leg. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Knee to nose. Round. 2 more. Last one. Step it through. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, both hands to heart. Inhale, hinge forward. Lift the back ribs. So there's that feeling of cat pose. And what we're doing is lifting these front ribs away from this thigh. Exhale, spin the chest. Some of you are keeping the back knee down. Press into the heel of the front foot. Lift the back knee. 5 cycles of breath. Then you get to choose what you want to do with the arms. Some of you are going to stay here because this already feels like a lot. Some of you are going to split the arms. Some of you are going to take that half bind. Some of you might have that full bind. Remember, one is not better than the other. It's just meeting your body where you're at today. Tomorrow could feel completely different, and yesterday, same again. Good. Spin the chest. Make sure the head's not hanging. Lift up. 1 more cycle of breath here. Squeeze the hips in. Inhale, top arm up. Exhale, both hands either side of the front foot. Sorry, my microphone has just jumped off. Good. Vinyasa. Put a bend into the back knee. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. We've got 3 more. Inhale. The knee almost touches the floor. Exhale. Make sure your knee is over the ankle on the front foot. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step the back foot up a third. Walk the left foot to the left. Inhale, hands on your sacrum. Exhale, arms up and over. 5 cycles of breath. Make sure that your body is over the straight leg. There's a tendency to be through the middle, but we really hug the left hip in. A whisper of a bend into that left knee. If you're like me, I have a tendency to hyperextend, which is pressing that knee back. So you're really pressing into the knee joint, which isn't good over time. And one more cycle of breath here. Press into the back foot. Inhale, lifting yourself all the way up. Exhale, set the feet together. Hands at prayer. Utkatasana chair. Bend the knees, drop the hips. Exhale, forward fold and bow. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back into plank. Vinyasa. Roll over the toes, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, float the right leg straight back. Right knee, right elbow glide forward. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross it to the left elbow. Inhale, knee to nose round, step it through. Warrior one, drop the back heel. Maybe walk the right foot to the right, hug the right hip in. Inhale here. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Walk the right foot to the left, so you're lining up heel to arch alignment. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Crossing the left arm over the right. Inhale, float the elbows up. Exhale, sink into the front thigh. You have the option to look straight into the forearms, or exhale, look over the front shoulder as you sink into that front thigh. Drawing the belly in and up. Everyone sink lower, exhale. Pressing from the outer heel of your back foot. And inhale, lift. Straighten the front leg, release. Hinge forward. Just going to grab a block. Hinge forward, hand on the outside for Trikonasana. Some of you will have your hand on your shin. Some of you may even be holding your big toe. That's it. Inhale here. Exhale, rotate the palm. Reach for the opposite hip. Remember, a little bend into the front knee. Some of you are going to pick the bottom arm up. 3 cycles of breath. So this is using your side waist. But if it's too much, put the hand back down. Rebend that front knee just a smidge. Good. Reaching through the fingertips. And bottom hand down. Inhale, top arm up. Top hand on the top hip. Ardha Chandrasana. Look to your big toe. Bend the front knee. Slide your block forward about a foot. Inhale, lift up. So we're back into a balancing pose. Good. Inhale here. And then spin the ribs. Exhale. If you're feeling like your balance is really on, I like to look through the middle of the body to see that I can see my toes of the back foot. Top arm up. Inhale. Maybe half bind, exhale. If your balance is feeling a little off today, look down at your grounded hand and think about pulling your bottom ribs up. Good. One more cycle of breath. Some of you are going to stay here in half moon. Some of you are going to kick the heel to the buttock. Or, I feel this is more accessible. If you're new to this pose, kick the heel to the buttock, lift. Look down again. Inhale, maybe float the bottom hand off the block. Otherwise, you're going to keep it there. That's it. One more cycle of breath. Release the bind. Come back through warrior two. Inhale. Reverse the warrior. Exhale. Good. And then windmill the hands to the floor. Inhale. Float the right leg straight back. Put a bend into the knee. Open up the hips. Some of you are going to feel warrior, wild thing. Flip the dog. Again, this pose is always optional. You can just stay with lifting the knee up and bending it over. Just opening the hips. Inhale, top arm up. Exhale, here. Inhale, float the left leg straight back. And we're just going to spin around. Left knee, left elbow, glide forward. Exhale. Inhale, float. Cross it over to the right. That's it. Step it through. Warrior one. Back heel down. Hug the left hip in. Inhale. Warrior two. Walk the left foot to the right. Exhale. Notice if you're hinging forward, reach through the back hand. Inhale here. Exhale, sink. Draw the belly in. Right arm over left. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, sink into the front thigh. Some of you are going to turn the head looking over the front shoulder. Again, if there's pain in the neck, look straight into the forearms. Keep working the feet. Put the back heel up, press down. Draw the belly in. Shoulders are drawing down and away from the ears. One more cycle of breath here. You're hugging the left hip in. Inhale, open the arms wide. Straighten the front leg. Exhale, hinge forward. Hand on the shin. I'm grabbing my block. I like to use my blocks. If you haven't got a pair of blocks, it's such a great investment for your practice. Rotate the palms back and then reach for the opposite hip. And I also sell covers for the block. If you're practicing and thinking about going back to the studio, have a look on my Instagram feed because we've created these yoga block socks. So great for hygiene and protection of germs. And inhale, top arm up, quick sales pitch there. Exhale, top hand on the top hip. Look down, bend the knee. Inhale, slide forward, float the back leg up. Exhale here. Flex the foot, the top leg. Inhale, spin the chest. Looking through the middle of the body. Top arm up. Maybe we're taking the half bind. Some of you are staying here in Japasana. Some of you are coming with me. Kick the heel to the buttock. Japasana. Rebend the standing knee. Maybe float the bottom arm up. Kick the foot into the hand, hand into the foot. Good. One more cycle of breath. And release. Step back, warrior two. Reverse it. And windmill the hands to the floor. Inhale, float the left leg straight back. Bend the knees. Some of you are staying here, circling the ankles. Some of you are wild thing, flipping it all the way over. Get your right big toe down. Lift the bottom head. Lift the bottom hip. You can tell it's Monday. I can hardly get my words out. And top arm up. Foot to the floor. Flush it through. Optional Vinyasa. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale here. We're going to exhale, bend the knees. We're going to jump our hands outside, our feet outside the hands. So jumping into Malasana, yogi squat. Some of you are going to stay here. Maybe you want to take the half bind, full bind. Some of you are coming with me into Barkasana. So we've done loads of work in the shoulders, the wrists. Spread the fingers. If you're new to Barkasana, you've got that block. Stand on the block. You could even stand on a book here. But it helps to bring the knees into the armpits. If you're new, some people are going to squeeze the knees into the outer arms. Hinge forward. Good. Maybe kick the heel. Lift up. 5 cycles of breath. You might be coming in and out of the pose, so just take your time. Feel that whisper of cat pose in the upper back. Belly drawing in. Both feet to the floor. Navasana. So nice amount of core work here, not too much, but it really does help the practice. It's wonderful for our posture and really keeps all those lower back pains at bay. Hands alongside. This is an option. Some of you might even float the legs up. Connect to breath. Inhale, lower halfway. Ardha Navasana, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 2 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Hands behind the head. Draw the right knee to the left elbow. Inhale, switch. Exhale here. Yogi cycle. Inhale. One breath per movement. Exhale. That's it. Now, if you want to intensify this, you can take the legs straight. You can stay with the legs bent or legs straight. You choose. Maybe you try the legs straight and then you're like, no, I'll stay with yogi cycle. Good. 5 more. Each side. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Knees into the chest. Good. Arms in T-shape. Knees over the hips. Drop both knees to the right. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale to the left. Inhale, lift. Exhale to the right. Inhale, lift. Good. 1 more each side. This feels like we're wringing out our waist. Good. Come back through center. Hands on the back of the thighs. Rock and roll. So just use the legs to swing. Lift up into Navasana. Inhale, lift. Exhale here. 2 more. Just should feel nice and playful. This is wonderful for your spine. We're going to cross the legs, roll forward. Plank pose. So a lot more core work here. Center the left hand into the middle. Drop the both heels over. So some of you are going to keep the legs stacked. Some of you are going to, you're going to stagger the feet. Some of you are going to stack. Come up onto the right fingertips. Lift the bottom hip. Inhale, top arm up. Arm up and over. Good. Inhale here. Float the top leg. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale. Exhale. Only 3 more each side. Last one. And plank pose. Other side, you're going to have my back towards you. Center the right hand, stagger or stack the feet. High fingertips on the left side, lift the bottom hip. Inhale here. Arm up and over. Float the top leg. Inhale. Elbow to knee. Exhale. Two more. Plank pose. Inhale here. Drop the knees. Lower all the way down. Inhale, Sphinx pose. Exhale here. Good. So just stretch the belly. Press down through the tops of the feet. And we're right back where we started. That's it. We're 3/4 of the way through the practice. Inhale here. Come down onto the elbows, clasp your fingers together. Forearm plank, knees up or down, you can choose. And just stay here. 5 cycles of breath. That's chin, chest, belly, spine. You're pulling that tailbone in and up as you lift the frontal hips. From here, we're going to tiptoe the feet up towards your elbows. For dolphin pose, this is a wonderful shoulder opener. The head is off the floor, but the neck is long and the head is heavy. Step the feet together like you've got one leg. Inhale, high tippy toes. Exhale, drop the heels. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Child's pose. Knees slightly apart, big toes touching. That's it. Some of you are going to want to stay here, and I totally understand that. But some of you are going to want to take dolphin pose again. Maybe you're going to kick up into Pinchamayurasana, or maybe a tripod headstand, or maybe a headstand. So you can choose here. That's it. Dolphin pose. So start on the knees this time. Find cat pose in the upper back. Inhale. Tuck the toes under. Exhale. Good. Float the right leg straight back. Now I'm just going to play with little kick-ups here. Keep the top leg nice and strong. And change sides. 3 each side. If this doesn't feel good, just float the left leg back. You can keep the leg grounded. Maybe just lift the heel. Make sure the elbows are underneath the shoulders. Good. And I'm going to take a headstand because we're already set up. Bring the back of the head. You could take this to the wall quickly. Make sure you're on the crown of the head. Cat pose in the upper back. Tuck the toes, walk the feet in. Kick one heel like you're pressing it into the wall. Pause. Knees together. Lift the shoulder heads up. And legs straight up. And when you're ready, make your way down. Child's pose. Three more cycles of breath wherever you are. Inhale. Bring your hands alongside your knees. Lift all the way up. Exhale. Back bend section of the class. Ustrasana camel pose. Inhale, stand up on your knees. Now, if you're quite new to this pose and you've got some blocks at home or books, this is a nice idea. So we're going to, you can put the blocks at the ankles, but we're all going to start by bringing the fingers are facing down, squeeze your elbows in. And notice when you do this, the collarbones smile. So bring a smile into your corners of your lips. Press your hips forward as you press your hands down. So you're creating space in your back waist. Inhale, thighs are pressing forward. Exhale here, chin, chest. That's it. Draw the belly in and press down through the tops of the feet. Keep squeezing the elbow heads in, breathing into your chest, into the heart space. Inhale, lifting all the way up, and then just sit down onto your heels and just take a moment, palms facing up, and just feel the energy moving through the body. And gently open the eyes if they're closed. We're going to take this pose again with the option to drop the hands back. So again, set the pose up the same way as you did. So fingers down, elbows in, thighs press. So pubic presses into the mat, into forward, and the thighs press forward. Inhale here. Some of you are going to drop the hand to the block. Exhale here. And then the other side. Inhale, lift the chest. Some of you are going to drop the head back. This drops into your, activates your thyroid gland. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, lower down. You could have dropped your hands onto your heels. Good. Lowering all the way down. Knees into the chest. Feet on the floor. Bridge pose. Elbows press in. Your elbows graze the sides of the body. Feet are as wide as the hips. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale. Some of you are going to stay with robot arms. Some of you are going to grab the edges of your mat. Some of you are going to roll the shoulders under and then lift up. One more cycle of breath here. Inhale. Release the hands, lower the hips down. Exhale. So option 1, you're going to take this pose again. Option 2, if you're looking for something slightly restorative, so you still want the back bend and the lift in the heart and the shoulders, but without the effort, you're going to place a block, a book, or a pillow underneath the sacrum. Option 3, for those who love Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward bow pose, you're going to come with me. And if you're new to this pose, just maybe you're going to follow me and see how far you can go, because this pose, we really do see a lot of progression in it if we keep doing it every time we practice. And it's just wonderful to bring buoyancy and lift. It really opens the chest and strengthens your arms, your legs, your wrists and ankles, and your whole front and back body. So just lift the arms up, circle the wrists. That's why we do all this lovely wrist work right at the beginning of classes, kind of in preparation for these poses. So the fingers are facing back towards the feet. So this is already a lot. So notice how this feels. Now actively squeeze the elbows in and press your front ribs down. And notice how your pelvis lifts up as your front ribs press down into the mat. Good. Inhale. Lift the hips. And then exhale here. So important to let go of the breath. Inhale. Lift up to the crown of the head. Maybe this is where you stop. Squeeze the elbows in. I like to reset the hands. Inhale, lift. And now turn your toes in. For a lot of people, the feet splay out, so turn the toes in. This helps roll the inner thighs down. That's it. Drop the head. Look down at your thumbs. And inhale, chin, chest. Lift the heels. Lowering down onto the back of the shoulders. Exhale here. We're going to take a twist. So cross the right leg over the left, like we're having a cup of tea. Arms in T shape, but if your shoulders are tight, bend the elbows, finding cactus arms. Shuffle the hips over to the right. Use the breath. Inhale, knees to chest. Exhale. Drop both knees over to the left. Inhale, look straight up. Exhale, look back to the right. But again, if there's pain in the neck, just look straight up. Pain is just the body's way of telling you that it doesn't like what you're doing. So if we push through pain, there is always a chance of ending up with injury. So really back off. Come out of any poses where there's sharp electrical pain. It isn't worth it. So always, again, trying to find that effortless ease, taking the struggle out of the poses. And just close your eyes. Feel the pose from the inside out. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale here. So this is called supine gomgasana. So we did this shape standing up earlier in Garudasana, eagle pose. Now we're going to lift the head. Ideally, we're grabbing the outside, so grabbing the pinky toe side of the foot. Now, if that's it's just not going to happen in your body, grab your back of the thighs, squeeze the thighs in, or you can grab your shins or even your ankles. So just wherever you land. And now the aim is to bring the head back down onto the floor and then lift and kick the heels up and away. Now, if your head is kind of hovering, grab a pillow, a blanket, or even a block. And suddenly it feels more available and less struggle. So remember, we're trying to find less struggle through the practice. Squeeze the outer hips in, but you've got a nice shoulder stretch here. So you're kicking the hands into the feet, drawing the shoulders down, plugging the shoulders into the mat. So your whole back body is connected to the earth here. Good. And 2 more cycles of breath. Squeeze the inner thighs, flex, and then kick the heels away. Good. 1 more cycle of breath here. Inhale. Happy baby. Exhale. And again, the head's on the floor. Now you're opening the legs. Actively kick the heels away. So we're trying to get our sacrum. So if your sacrum's all the way up, maybe you lose the feet and bring it onto the ankles, getting the sacrum onto the floor. That's it. Some people like to rock side to side. I do. I like rocking side to side here. Just massaging the spine. Almost like you're ironing the creases of the practice out. Feels really good. And inhale here. Exhale. Both feet on the floor. Cross the left leg over the right. Shuffle the hips to the left. Arms T-shape or cactus. Inhale, knees to chest. Exhale, both knees over to the right. How's the neck? Inhale, look straight up. Exhale, look back to the left. Close the eyes. 5 cycles of breath. One more cycle of breath here. Inhale, come back through center. Supine Gomgasana. Lift the feet. Inhale here. Squeeze the thighs. Exhale, lower the head back down. That's it. And then kick the heels away. Arms are straight. Remember your options. Grab the back of the thighs, your shins, your ankles, or the outsides of your feet. Try and get the lower back down by kicking the heels, lengthening your tailbone away from the crown of the head. This is a wonderful outer hip release and stretching shoulders and neck. It's also grounding because we're really grounding through our whole back body into the earth. So breathe into the whole back body. Inhale. Release the legs. Exhale. Back through happy baby for 1 breath. Some of you are going to grab the big toes, open the legs into V shape, press the heels away to the lower back. Some of you are going to grab the back of the thighs and the legs are straight. Maybe you want to circle the ankles here. So never get caught up about whether you can touch your toes or it's not the important part. It's just about what you're discovering on the journey, on the way up and on the way down. Just remembering always that yoga's an inside job. Sometimes we get caught up how it looks externally or what we're meant to look like, and it's really not important. Inhale, feet together, and exhale here. We're going to bring ourselves all the way up for our final 2 poses. Take a forward fold and bow, and then we're going to come into Gomgasana. So inhale, both arms up. Exhale, forward fold. So this is stretching your lower back and your hamstrings and your hips. But it's a really wonderful grounding pose as you turn your focus inwards. And again, if you're tight through the hamstrings or the hips, bend your knees and just snuggle your ribs into the thigh and just release the head down. Shavasana is near. Make sure you stay for Shavasana. If you need to leave the practice early, skip a pose and don't skip Shavasana because this is really where you receive the practice. Good. We're just going to come up onto the knees, so rock forward. So, and then some of you will want to block in between the ankles. Actually, that's incorrect. There's a different pose. Actually, you're going to step the right foot between the hands and then walk the right foot to the left, and then you're going to cross the legs. So it feels like it did a moment ago when we were lying on our back. And like I said, a block for you to sit on, or a book, or a pillow can be a really wonderful idea. Now, the way to understand your body that you don't need a block is if you can get both hips, sit bones, down onto the floor. And the feet are as wide as the mat, knees are stacked. Inhale, bring the arms out wide. Your right leg is on top, so you're going to cross the left arm over the right. Some of you are going to take self-love here. Some of you are going to take eagle arms. So this has been the theme of the practice, has been the Garudasana, bind in the arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Some of you are going to stay upright. Some of you are just going to lean slightly forward, maybe rest the elbows on the knee. But the idea is to keep the sit bones on the ground. So if you're rocking all the way forward, you've gone too far. Some people have got enough flexibility in their hips to bring the elbows beyond the knees. That is not in my body, but you need to keep the sit bones down. So lift the back ribs, chin, chest, belly, spine, squeezing Muli Bandha. So the body is fully prepared for this wonderful pose. And just notice how your body is speaking to you, or how you're speaking to yourself. Some people's body feels like this is screaming at them in this pose, so maybe back off. If this is too much in the legs, maybe you're going to sit on your knees, just like I started to show right at the beginning of this pose by accident. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Bit of a party trick here. You're going to rock forward, tuck the toes under, lift the sit bones up. So nothing, the hands move, the feet don't move, and you just turn all the way round to the left and come in the other way. Now, if that didn't work out, come back into tabletop and set the left foot between the hands and walk the foot over. Block or no block. And this side could feel very different from the other side. This feels very different in my body this morning. So just, again, observing, how does it feel? Inhale, both arms wide. Right arm over left. Exhale. Inhale, float the elbows up. Some of you are staying upright. Exhale, round and round. 5 cycles of breath. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, release. Good. Most important pose of all, Shavasana. So bend the knees, gently lower yourself all the way down. If you need to, you can take your legs up the wall. You can put your legs on your calf muscles on the blocks. The feet are turning out. And just gently lie back. I like to snuggle the shoulder blades in towards each other. Tailbone lengthens away from the crown of the head. And just surrender. Well done, everybody. Receive the practice and all its benefits. If you want to stay in Shavasana, please honor your practice and stay right where you are. Just enjoy this moment of stillness and taking time for yourself. Otherwise, miracle fingers and toes landing back into your body. Inhaling, lifting the arms up and over the head. Full body stretch. Inhale. Knees to the chest. Exhale. And when you're ready, roll to the right side. Pause for just a moment. Pressing down through the hands, lifting yourself all the way up. Keeping the eyes closed. Coming into an easy seat, Sukhasana. Let's seal it all in. Hands at heart center, bowing chin to chest in gratitude. Take a moment to honor yourself for showing up today. Thank your beautiful body for doing all the work. And I thank you for sharing this space and joining me here. It really is an honor and a privilege. Take the prayer to third eye. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Shanti. Namaste. Beautiful work, yogis. Well done. See you again, but please make sure if you've got time, leave feedback. Give me a thumbs up.